to my ear, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the deep. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. Andre had to bounce it. Come on me, keep all of the things. It's stop it, Gucci, stop it.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing another boho braids video. I was sent this hair from YGWIGS. If you've been watching my videos for a while, then you know that I really love this company and I love most of the hair or all of the hair that they come out with. I was sent 2 bundles of their pre-divided out loose wave bulk human hair. This really saved me time with my prepping. I literally did not have to go through and prep any human hair on my braiding rack. I just laid it out and I put a book on top of it, and then I put some papers on top of it just to make sure that it was heavy enough that when I pull a strand, no other strands come out with it. And this method really worked very well for me as I was braiding my clients' hair. These hair companies are making it too easy for us to do these boho braids ourselves or even for a braiding professional. Not only is the human hair already off the track, it is pre-divided out for us. Therefore, we can make sure that every section that we do is the same. Like if we're doing one side of the head, that it'll match the fullness of the other side of the head. So let's start the tutorial. I've already started with the knotless braid and I've added 3 strands of braiding hair to this braid. I'm just gonna braid down a little bit and then add my first human hair strand to the braid. Do you guys see how easy it was to just pull that human hair and not have to worry about any hair dragging with it? There's no shedding when it comes to this pre-divided out hair. I literally had no human hair on the floor when I was finished with this style, which is completely unheard of for me. The bundles come so full. Each 50 grams is 160 strands. So what I did is I split my sections in 4 and I just split my bundles in 4. Therefore, I knew that I was doing an even amount for each section. I didn't end up using the full 2 bundles of human hair just because it was so much hair. Also, the hair is pre-stretched out, but it's still full from the root to the tip, and it's perfect for any size knotless boho braids that you are doing. You can either add 1 strand at a time or 2 strands at a time if you're doing a larger set. For my back rows, I end up doing 1 at a time, but as I got to my 3rd to 4th row in the back, I start adding 2 strands at a time just to give that extra fullness to the back, and it worked out perfectly. So far, I've added 3 human hair strands to this braid, and I'm gonna add 1 more. But as I'm putting in the human hair strands, I'm making sure that I pull it up into my top bun so it's out of my way when I'm braiding down. And I'm showing you guys this in real time because I really am a slow braider, and it took me 6 hours to complete this full head. Once I get to the end of my braid, I already cut the length that I want it to be at when I add in my final strands of human hair. So I'm just gonna add in 1 strand of human hair and then a 2nd strand of human hair to weigh down the braid. I'm using braid gel just to help me gather it all together as I braid down. I want to braid all the way past the end of the human hair that I just put in. After I have braided past my human hair end, I want to take a little piece of a human hair strand and I'm going to wrap that around my braid. And I'm doing this just to secure the end. So after I wrap it around my braid, I'm going to tie it in 2 to 3 knots. And then after I tie it in my knots, I'm going to grab a tiny crochet hook that I'm going to poke into that knot that I've created at the bottom. I'm going to grab that little piece of human hair and I'm going to pull that piece through the knot that I've created about 2 to 3 times just to make sure it is super secured and it is not going to come out of that knot. Your braids are going to stay secured. You can brush them. You can wash them, you can go swimming with them, and it is not going to go anywhere. Here you see me just clipping the flyaways from the human hair ends that I couldn't tuck into the braid. Don't worry, you guys, this is not her real hair at all that I'm trimming. It is just the human hair flyaways. This is just a short clip of me finishing up my client's hair and showing you guys that I do not have to prep out any of this hair. I'm just pulling from my bundle, and it is just so easy to do. Definitely a time saver because normally I'm spending an hour before my client even comes to prep out all the hair to make sure that I am not spending that time with my clients in the chair. So if I can save on prep time, I'm going to do it every single time. If you want to get this exact look, I'm showing you guys the number of braids that I did and the number of curls that I've done. So my first row in the back, I did 3 braids and 3 curls. Second row, I did 4 braids and 4 curls. Third row, I did 5 braids and 4 curls. So as I'm going up, I'm making sure that I am bricking all of my boxes so it just lays really good. For my 4th row, I did 6 braids and 4 human hair strands. This is when I started to double my human hair strands to make it fuller. For my 5th row, I did 6 braids and 5 curls. This is the only row that's not bricked because I did the same numbers in my last row. But from here, it's going to go 6, 5, 4, 3. So this is my 6th row and it has 5 braids and 5 curls. And each braid has double curls at the end just to weigh down the braid. For my 7th row, I have 4 braids and 5 curls in it. For my 8th and last row, I have 3 braids and I believe I did 6 curls. I think the loose wave is my favorite pattern. It's similar to the body wave except for it's a little bit more wavier and it keeps its wave over time as you're wearing your boho braids. Okay, for her front rows, I did 6 rows total. So for the first row, I did 2 braids and 3 curls. For her second row, I did 2 braids and 3 curls for the first braid and 4 curls for the second braid. For the third row, I did 2 braids and 6 curls. At this point, I was like, oh, I need to fill it out a little bit more. And so either you can do 6 curls or you can start doubling your strands, and that's going to help with the fullness of the curls. For my 4th row, I did 3 braids and 7 strands of human hair. For my 5th row, I did 3 braids and 8 curls. And for my 6th row, I did 4 braids and I went from 9 to 10 curls each braid, just to give me the fullness that I wanted it to be. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. I love to get back to you guys with any answers that I can provide. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. But until then, thanks for watching.